So Jason and Steve, Steve and Jason, Jason and Steve, Steve and Jason. Oh, oh. Right channel, left channel. Right channel, left channel. It looks like we're stereo there, but we must just be single coming out of your headphones. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2. Oh, maybe here. And anything yet, Jaden? All right. So Lucas taught me this trick. Oh no, that should be right. Oh, okay. Oh, good. Here, now take a listen. They say it's bad when it's coming out of both ears. Then it's really bad. You're good? Okay. All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Marshfield, Wisconsin. It is almost face-off time here in Marshfield. It is the Marshfield Tigers and the East Merrill United Blue Jacks in Wisconsin Valley Conference basketball. Jason Zaleski here. I'll have Steve Maves on shortly. Steve will take you play-by-play for tonight's conference hockey action here tonight, and I will interject with things that I know, which I should mainly be quiet then for the night. I think is how that'll work. But we have national anthem here soon. We're having starters announced here in front of us. Interesting, Steve. Unlike some other sports, starters in hockey. It's good to be named a starter. That's a good acknowledgement for your practice and your play and how your coach views you. But with 3.5 line changes in the course of a hockey game, after the opening minutes, the starters become a complete afterthought to the whole thing. But starters being announced here in front of us now.
Yeah, and that just goes to one thing here for the for especially how young East Merrill is with how good they are, or how poorly, or how much they've struggled this year for East Merrill. Just a handful of seniors. On the other side, Marshfield dominated. They've 1-1 on the year. Lost to Northland Pines. Got away in the last period.
Yeah.
And they were able to put it to Wisconsin Rapids, holding on against the Red Raiders in a big conference win. And we'll see what they can do against the Blue Jacks here tonight.
All right, good. Well, we're excited to be here. We're excited to have everybody on the ride along with us here today. It's national anthem time inside the ice rink, and we will keep it here for today's national anthem, and then we will have hockey face-off coming up.
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yeah, all right, so Pledge of Allegiance. They called an audible on us there, Pledge of Allegiance, which we are happy to do. Oh, okay. Yeah, some audio difficulties. We know nothing about audio. Hey, listen, live is unexpected sometimes, and sometimes you'll have an unexpected result. Speaking of, we're going to get our scoreboard whipped into shape. Is that what's going on?
Yeah,
all right. No worries there.
Yeah, there we go.
So again, Jason Zaleski here, Steve Maves on the play call today. Jada Hamblin producing today's broadcast. One of 4 or 5 events. Let's go back and count them up. We lost one earlier, so it's Rhinelander at Mosney girls basketball varsity tip in about 10 minutes. Tri-County at Pacelli boys basketball varsity tip in about 10 minutes. Athens at Stratford girls basketball varsity tip in about 10 minutes. And then hockey here, we did lose Marshfield Wausau East girls basketball. That's what's brought me here to the cold ice this evening. But that's pretty solid 4-game lineup. Watch them all live. Watch them all live now. Watch them all live now at ZaleskiSports.com. Steve Maves for the play call of today's Hockey East Merrill United Conference game.
As the face-off just about to get underway, Sawyer Schindler here for the Marshfield Tigers. Eli Poggle for East Merrill as we get things going in just a moment. 3 17-minute periods here in high school hockey as Poggle will then take it to the bench.
Yeah,
equipment issue.
Had a strap issue on his lid there, so we'll get a new, what do we got there, 23 on the face-off.
Logan Mosher for East Merrill out of Merrill as the face-off won by the Tigers. They will start in their defensive end. Again, East Merrill took it on the chin in their last game, I believe last night, as they turn it over, does Marshfield. 19-0 last night. A loss to the Spash Panthers. Spash always good, but that is a tough loss to take.
Well, yeah, it's interesting score as we get our first shot on goal there. 19-0 is tough. It's an unusual score at any level of hockey, is what I'll say. And normally you can lay off the gas at the end of a game, but as I look at the East Merrill bench, they come with about 3 line changes. They got about 15, 18 guys here. And there's only so much you can do to let off the gas because you got to keep people skating. The third line's got to come off, and the next line comes in, and 19-0.
Yeah, and that was just looking at the roster, 6 upperclassmen, 4 seniors, 2 juniors, the rest freshmen and sophomores. So tough way to start your year on a weird year to begin with.
Yeah.
As East Merrill, as the Blue Jacks, pretty cool name though.
I like it.
Yeah, as they check here and taken back by the Tigers.
Yeah, Tigers will dump in, get the line change. So as I was saying, starters now irrelevant. Marshfield into their second line change.
Put it in front of the goal for Truman Shull for Marshfield, and it will slow things down here.
Yeah, Marshfield may have been called for too many on the ice.
Yep.
I think is what's going to happen here, and we get our first penalty of the game. Marshfield too many on the ice, so that line change did not go as smoothly as they would have liked it to, and we're just 2 minutes and 5 seconds in, and it's going to be advantage Blue Jacks.
Adam Z into the penalty box for Marshfield, as they will be down now 5-on-4 hockey here for East Merrill. See if they can strike for their first conference goal of the year. 0-3 in conference to start. To the far side for the Blue Jacks, trying to set it up for East Merrill. Swings it back around to Blake Raditz. To the front to Eli Poggle, and going to be taken away. No, back to East Merrill. Shot in front and saved by Halverson for Marshfield.
Yeah, and they're able to clear there, and back to that penalty. It's not that Marshall was skating with 6, but that last off, and they nab Z with it. Just not able to clear the ice in a timely fashion. I mean, at any given time in a line change, you can have 6, 7, 8 on the ice, but there's not a competitive advantage to that because those guys are headed off. But it just couldn't get Z. Apparently was the last one and just couldn't get him out of there in time.
Fought for, saved, and it's going to be saved again as looks like the net may have come off. It's Halverson, another nice save for Marshfield as they throw some snow off the ice, and we get our first real stoppage here of the hockey game. 14:56 to go in the opening period.
Yeah, Marshfield is using 3 there in the middle. They form that triangle defensively to just try to clog up the action there in the middle, and then ice it when they can. They've been only able to ice it once. Now they do off the face-off here.
And down into East Merrill's end, and taken there by Ian Haugen. And a big hit here in front of us. And sent back down again, and back to Shull it goes Fuhrer for East Merrill, the goalkeeper for the Blue Jacks. And turned it over inside their offensive zone, taken back and into the goal for Marshfield. And that is Sawyer
Schindler with the goal on the rebound there. It was it just popped right off of the goalie's stick side there on his pad, on his blocker. And Schindler there just to clean up the mess, and a shorthanded goal for Marshfield. The Blue Jacks are still on the power play as the music goes wild here. But 33 seconds remain in the power play, but Marshfield, again, they cleared it and then took advantage of it.
Yeah, nice steal by Ian Haugen to set it up, and the Marshfield Tigers out to a 1-0 lead. And as Jason said, still 20 seconds to go on the power play for East Merrill. And going to be taken away by Schindler again for the Tigers and sent back into their offensive zone.
So nice job here on the penalty kill, obviously, and then you get the shorthanded goal on top of it. So disadvantage Tigers on the numbers on the ice, but advantage on the scoreboard.
Good pass taken away, just about offsides, and they will be offsides on the Blue Jacks, and they're going to face off right here in front of us with 13:53 to go. Full strength for both sides now.
Yeah, so the first penalty is killed by the Tigers. And nicely done. And again, that's just an oddball kind of penalty, but they lived through it.
And face-off won by Marshfield, but taken away right away by East Merrill. Set up here in front of us, Seth Peterson fighting for it, along with Ethan Meisner for Marshfield. Back taken for Eli Poggle, who was in the early face-off, but was needed to go to the bench for some equipment issues, and taking it all the way and shot, but taken back for East Merrill.
Every now and then, Steve, you get the bad strap on the lid, and that's it's got to get fixed. No doubt of it. Safety.
Yep, absolutely. And a takedown there near the goal, and he's down for a second.
Yeah, it looked like he had his wind knocked out of him. That happens. You hit the ice like that, flat right on your back, and that's usually what the case is. Your locally owned Sherrill Tire and Service Center will keep you rolling and growing by coming to you with one of our 14 farm and commercial service trucks. Find your location at SherrillTire.com. I know where mine is here in Marshfield, so we got that part figured out. Steve, you got one in Rapids.
Yep.
And all across central Wisconsin, SherrillTire.com.
Fought for face-off one by East Merrill. Sets in front, shot, and taken by Halverson for Marshfield.
Hit him right on the 30 on his chest, on his sweater there, and it's a pretty easy save. Every now and then those can kind of tumble out of your glove, and then you do, all of a sudden it crossed the line. But Halverson, nice job of getting it covered up.
13 minutes left here in the opening period. Just over 4 minutes gone by. 1-0 Marshfield on a shorthanded goal by Sawyer Schindler for the Tigers just a few minutes ago. Taken for Haugen and set into the offensive zone for Marshfield. Peyton Smith with it, swings it back around to Haugen. Near side goes Seth Peterson in front and taken by East Merrill.
Nice job there. Nick Urban camped right in front of the goal, and just he almost had that deflection. That's where you want to be, on that opposite side from where the puck is. Just camp there if you can. And the Blue Jacks allowed him to stay in there. Now a breakaway for the Tigers.
Peyton Smith with it, 1-on-4 in front of the net, and he's going to skate it back around and back to Haugen behind, sets up the offense, and going to be just wide left and set up for Tristan Reisman for Marshfield. One-timer and just off to the right side, and reset for Marshfield with 12 minutes left here in the opening period. In front and saved by Fuhrer again for East Merrill.
And what allowed that Marshfield possession to linger on is, as much as it did there, no back check at all for the Blue Jacks. They are, and that possession, that trip down the ice for Marshfield, the Blue Jacks just letting Marshfield just skate right in and then control the puck, and we'll have a face-off here.
First face-off in the Marshfield offensive zone, won by the Blue Jacks and sent back around for Roman Winch for the East Merrill crew, and into the offensive zone for the Blue Jacks.
Yeah, and there you see, Steve, for Marshfield on the other side, the back check was good, able to strip that puck free, and now they head the other way.
3-on-2 in front and sends it to the goal, and Fuhrer will send it just to the right. See if a Blue Jack can get it, and that was a nice hit on that one for East Merrill. Sets it up for the offense. Schindler again, who has the early goal. Shot in front, off the post, and no. And it will be a off of the post just to the right, and it.
I don't know how that didn't go in. I thought that was in. As we see Karen watching online, I was signaling in. It looked like it was in. The way it bounced and careened there, but another face-off coming from Marshfield.
Henry Horniman for the Tigers wins the face-off, and the Tigers will have it as he hits the ice, and back for Reed Hojan for East Merrill. Big 25 for the Blue Jacks. Sends it back around, and he'll reset it for East Merrill. The pressure put back on by the Tigers, and sends it back around for Colton Betro, and stolen back away in front of in the offensive zone for Marshfield.
Talked about the back check for the Tigers. That time the forecheck got them the puck back, and it will again. The Tigers just out hustling the Blue Jacks right now.
Resets the offense for Marshfield, and that one gets hit into the net, and another faceoff coming for in front for Marshfield offensive zone. Seth Peterson on that shot, and the deflection to the net behind the goal. And
that's exactly it, Steve. The reason why the faceoff stays in the Marshfield zone here is it did last touch a East Merrill stick, so it technically goes out of play on the net, but keep it here because the Blue Jacks last to contact the puck.
And the faceoff won that time by East Merrill, but sent and taken back by Marshfield in front of the net, and will be sent long, and they're going to get him for a tripping.
Yep.
And Adam Z, I believe, back to the penalty box again.
Yeah, hand went up right away, and that was a pretty easy call to make. Even guys like us can make that call. And no, a really easy call to make. And again, it'll be the Blue Jacks on the penalty. with the advantage here. They're up 5, be 5-4 on the ice, 10:26 left in the half, but you get 2 penalties within the first 6.5 minutes, and you got to make something of it. The last time, though, Marshfield scored shorthanded, so the Blue Jacks just got to do a better job of puck possession, keep the puck on their side of the ice.
And that's what, watching the couple games that Mosinee has had this year, they've scored a handful of shorthanded goals this year. And sends it back to face-off one by East Merrill, but taken right back by Schindler, and he's got it into the offensive zone and reset by Führer for the Blue Jacks.
And the other thing that does, too, that works on your penalty kill, time ticking off the clock. They don't get a shot off there, but you just rag the puck around a little bit and take time off that penalty, and you're on your way to another penalty kill.
And down goes Petro for East Merrill, and see if Ian Haugen can play it off of the deflection. And nice stick move there for Hojan for East Merrill. Sets it up and retaken for for Marshfield by Reisman, and a little line change that they had for Marshfield complete and sent back to Halverson, and a nice incoming for East Merrill. And just like that, we switch sides of the ice, and it's going to be a face-off in Marshfield's offensive zone.
Yeah, and essentially halfway through that penalty, so you're beginning to see some of those building blocks. You talked about the 19-0 against Spash last night. You're beginning to see some of the evidence of how that might have happened with just some sloppy puck play here by the Blue Jacks.
And face-off one for East Merrill, set back up for Seth Peterson for Marshfield.
Yeah, very rarely is it ever a good idea to ice on your own power play, but just to mishandle the puck.
Yep. Lee Whitman into the game for Marshfield, 19 in the orange and black. Pretty spiffy uniforms that Marshfield's got. I like them.
Yeah, I think the first time in the orange here this year. I don't know if I've seen it before. Nice.
Not new?
No.
No,
Okay.
They look nice. I mean, haven't watched a whole lot of Marshfield hockey, but the games I've seen, these are some pretty spiffy uniforms.
Easy to see who's who.
Yeah, exactly right. 20 seconds to go in the power play, and back into the Marshfield offensive zone. And going to be taken by Marshfield with 10 seconds left. 8:35 to go in the first period. Set up in the middle and going to be poked away and set back up for the Tigers.
See, you're on that you're on the power play. You're on a 5-4 advantage, and you let, in that case, Peyton Smith just skate right into the zone offensive zone. Just can't have it happen.
And back to full strength. Schindler with it in front, and nobody to be found, but good pass nonetheless, and taken back by the Blue Jacks. Well,
Schindler said, this is how I scored that last time, so I'm just going to feed it over there, feather it in, and see if somebody can do what I did, but nobody on the other end.
Pass it to the near side for Whitman in front, and deflected, and going to be saved by Führer again for East Merrill, and a face-off coming again just to Führer's left, and with 7:56 to go in the opening period, Marshfield up 1-0 on a shorthanded goal early on in this period.
Well, and you give credit to Jake here too, because he's playing really well in goal for the Blue Jacks, and he's going to have to continue that to keep a 1 on the score sheet on the other side.
Ben Conradi into the game with the puck now, and going to be taking one-timer miss-hit there for Haynes. And reset for Marshfield, 7:40 to go.
Yeah, Haynes hit it right off the heel of his stick and just didn't get anything on it.
Schindler with it on the far side and wraps it around and sends it back to his teammate. Good hit there. And reset and sent high and into the net. And it will be into the neutral ice area, I believe. I don't know if it was deflected. And with 7:26 to go,
they're going to bring it out here.
They will face off just outside the blue line.
At some point, Steve, if you're one of those Blue Jack defenders, you have got to just take offense to what's happening here. And you saw a couple of hits here, but you've got to just take offense to it. You got to take it personally and start laying the lumber out here and pushing Marshfield off their spot.
Vincent Newman Knuckles, I believe. Knuckles for East Merrill.
All right.
Looks like Knuckles.
Knuckles, we're going to go with it. Newman Knuckles.
Shot it to Halverson, as Knuckles did win the faceoff and reset now inside East Merrill's offensive zone. Best opportunity here, one-timer, and hit off of and stolen away by the Marshfield Tigers. Set up for Marshfield. That one shot to Fuhrer, and it's going to be a face-off in the Marshfield offensive zone again, just to his left with under 7 minutes to go.
And if I take that name one step further here, Vincent Newman Knuckles, and you'd think of a mob name, right? Vinny Newman Knuckles.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a guy you don't want to mess with, and that's what I'm talking about. You got 12 or whoever it's going to be on this roster here in black. You got to start, drawing a line in the sand and pushing these Tigers around a little bit, and they've just not done that.
Face-off won by East Merrill and taken back for the Blue Jacks. Sends it up 1 on 4. They're going to be reset for Marshfield. May have gotten away with a hooking there, but resets nonetheless as the Tigers now 2 on 2 with a full head of steam. And in front, going to be deflected off and sent back for Peyton Smith.
Yeah, and that rush there, Urban hit it off the side of the cage. Now the Blue Jacks coming back the other way.
And a nice hit as Halverson will just swallow it up and cover it up. And a face-off now coming in for East Merrill on their offensive zone.
Yeah, smartly done there by Halverson. Blue Jacks didn't necessarily have numbers, but the defense was not in position. Halverson knew that, and the smart play there is just to cover it up and live for the face-off.
Eli Poggle to face off, and Marshfield will win that one. With 6:15 to go in the opening period, 1-0 Tigers here from the Marshfield Youth Ice Rec Center on the Marshfield Fairgrounds.
Yeah, campus of the Marshfield Fairgrounds. I think that's right to say. I know from the city perspective, they have a campus master plan here, so it's a campus.
Sends it back around to the front. Here plenty this summer for some high-quality softball.
Oh, yeah.
That was stolen away and reset when we were trying to get stuff for you this summer. And a good competitive softball season is Halverson, another save and another face-off coming.
What Mosher did there for the Blue Jacks, some of those things go unseen, especially if you're not here, but a casual observer doesn't see this. They had a line change going on behind Mosher there, so he gets that puck down in. He wasn't doing anything with it, just flick it on ahead, complete that line change. And good hockey play by Mosher.
As Marshfield wins the face-off, 5:30 to go in the opening period here in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. Second game for Marshfield, 4th already for East Merrill. And now had Halverson all guessing around. A hand is up, and it looks like it will be a power play to Marshfield now. They'll have 5-on-4 coming up.
Yeah, with those last couple minutes there, Blue Jacks finally got some semblance of organization together, and Marshall caught off guard by that. Halverson had it back on his heels there a little bit, but now bailed out by the penalty. Tigers back on the attack.
5:18 to go. 5-on-4. We'll see what it was 5-on-3, and now they had the fourth guy. There we go. As now they will send out Hojan, and the face-off won by the Marshfield Tigers. Set up, clean slate, and Haugen can't get it to go.
Yeah, and the Blue Jacks just let Haugen just stand there right on top of the crease. That's what I'm talking about. You gotta bump that guy out of there.
Schindler, and off. Nice save by Fuhrer, and Haugen in front, and it's gonna be sent long, and Marshfield's gonna have to reset.
The right leg of Fuhrer there saved that goal. We'll see what the Blue Jacks do here, but they let Haugen camp right in the middle, right on top of that crease. See what they do this time in.
Schindler with it to the left side, resets, and up back to Schindler near the face-off circle, and back to Seth Peterson.
And again, they're letting Haugen or whoever it is just kind of skate free in there. Not much look being given to that center piece for the Tigers on the penalty, or the penalty attack.
Schindler fakes a shot and resets. Nick Urban with it on the near side. Shot and off the glass, and Seth Peterson will corral it. Excuse me, that's Tristan Reisman for Marshfield. 4 minutes left, and in front, and the deflection and in for Ian Haugen with 4:02 to go in the first period. 2-0 Marshfield on the power play goal for Ian Haugen here for Marshfield.
And the assist goes to Peyton Smith, but I had mentioned Haugen a couple times. Blue Jacks really didn't try to sniff him out or rub him out of there, and Haugen makes him pay. Now that was it was good puck movement for the Tigers. They're able to keep that puck moving, keep the Blue Jack defense shifting and moving along with that puck, and Haugen there, man on the spot.
4 minutes left in the opening period. 2-0 now Tigers out in front of the Blue Jacks.
From number 7, Hayden Smith.
As they will give it to Smith, or Haugen from Smith, as Jason mentioned. Under 4 minutes.
That's because that's what happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Tigers score shorthanded on a penalty kill. Now they score on the penalty. They've scored in everything here except full strength.
Yeah.
And 3:37 left. We get a whistle on the icing. The Tigers in good shape. They get up early, and that's what you got to do to a team that, like you said, Steve, is young, hasn't quite found their rhythm yet. You got to get up on them early and then keep the pressure on. 3:37 here. See the Tigers keep the pressure on.
Marshfield back in action on Saturday. Jason will be sitting
Tomorrow.
right here.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, yeah. He'll be sitting right here on the wooden bleachers at the Marshfield Fairgrounds. As I think they're taking on Lakeland.
That's right.
Correct, yeah. As there'll be offsides coming for East Merrill.
Yeah, and Lakeland will be a tough task, as Pines was last week. These are a little more embedded, hockey-rich communities, compared to a city like Marshfield, and that shows when teams like that get together.
Yep. Yeah, Northland Pines, always a tough team to face off with, as Marshfield well knows after falling to the Eagles in their opening game. 3:05 remaining. And a good hit there set up for the Tigers. Seth Peterson, and wraps it back around to Ben Conradi. Schindler with it. Passes it up. Nobody home for Adam Z, who has been in the penalty box twice this first period already.
And one more time, he may be able to engrave his name on the bench in there.
Behind the net, fought for, and taken away by Marshfield. Set in front, but nobody there. Set back for Peterson. Comes back around to Conradi. 2.5 remaining in the opening period.
Yeah, Marshfield able to control again this puck and not having to do a whole lot to get that control, and does not bode well for the Blue Jacks here late in the first period.
And going to be sent back. Marshfield's got to get back on size, and they do, and wraps back around for Eli Poggle. Poggle's going to send it up for East Merrill. A nice pass up to Reed Hojan, and taken away by the Tigers. Ian Haugen with a goal so far today, and sends it once, deflected right back to him with under 2 minutes to go in the opening period.
Slight advantage there for Marshfield as Haugen gained the zone. The Blue Jacks were in the middle of a line change. It was 3-on-2 there momentarily. Now East Merrill turns it back the other way.
And will be chased down by Tristan for the Tigers. Passed up, and no icing coming, and they're going to play on.
Yeah, Haugen touched it on the way through. Now Marshall get their line change.
90 seconds to go. Opening period, 2-0 Tigers here in the Wisconsin Valley Conference matchup here tonight. One of, what'd you say, 4 or 5 games for Zaleski.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. It's been a lot. Every night we've had games this week.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Set back up for Horman for the Tigers. And back in front. This is going to be back to the Blue Jacks with 65 seconds left. Good check here in front of us. Good camera work by Jada.
Yeah, Horniman there. Again, that back check for the Tigers. Horniman coming in and erasing the Blue Jack off the puck.
And shot wide there by Senholz for Marshfield. Schindler trying and misses just right of it. And set back up for Peterson. One
of those examples there. They let Schindler just wheel around to the top. Nobody makes contact with him, attempts to get in his way. And fortunately, Fear there with yet another save.
Schindler with it. One-timer in front, deflected off, and sent back out. Still fought for. Peterson again to the right side. Over to Schindler to the top, and he sends it in, deflected off. Fought for, still loose, and 15 seconds remaining in the first period. Turned it back over to Marshfield on their offensive zone. Sends it in front, backhanded, and saved, but puck still loose with 10 seconds left. Saved by Fuhrer.
Well, and what a job, again, by Jake Fuhrer, keeping this at 2-0. This could be 4-0 or worse for the Blue Jacks, but just 2-0. And 10 seconds away, and we'll hear from Power Pack coming up on our commercial break, and then we'll come back. We'll do a little first period recap for you with 10.4 left here. Another face-off for Marshfield and a chance to maybe tack on a third.
Sawyer Schindler will be asked to leave the circle and set back up for Ben Conradi. Face-off won by Marshfield, but they're going to have to get back on sides with just 5 seconds remaining. And that will end the first period here from Marshfield, all dominated by the Tigers. They lead it heading into first intermission 2-0. And we'll hear from Power Pack. Come back and get you ready for period number 2. Again, 2-0 for the Tigers. Back after this.
Your snow adventure awaits at Power Pack in Marshfield and Irvs and Tomahawk. We're ready for snow. Stocked, locked, and loaded with 2 stores of inventory and the best selection of snowmobiles and off-road machines in the area. Activate your adrenaline on your new Polaris snowmobile, side-by-side or ATV. Save up to $1,500 on 2020 models. Plus, check out our snow gear from all the leading brands at both locations. Don't wait. Your adventure starts today at Power Pack in Marshfield and Irvs Sales and Service in Tomahawk. Your snow adventure destination.
Experience choice risk-free at Mid-State Technical College. Your choice to learn with small in-person classes, online classes, innovative technology class options, or your choice of any combination to fit your needs. You can get your liberal arts degree and transfer as a junior to all UW colleges or in-demand employable skills. Start now to experience choice risk-free at Mid-State Technical College. Find out what risk-free means at mstc.edu.
Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right, free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family. I like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
All right, back here to the Marshfield Fairgrounds. It is intermission here after the first period. Marshfield leads 2-0. Schindler and a Haugen goal. We'll go through those and our memorable recaps of those 2 goals here with Steve. Again, I should maybe say this, Jason Zaleski, Steve Maves, Jada Hamblin on today's broadcast. One of actually 5 broadcasts going on. We count the big rivalry game down in Indiana right now, Delta Yorktown, and I'll just tell you, cross-county rivals down there, and it's a bitter rivalry. The Yorktown Tigers wear green, the Delta Eagles on the northeast side of the county, and all the Delta people, the best they can do is call them the green team. That's all they can. That's all the words they can get out of their mouth. So very heated rivalry. Find all the games live at ZaleskiSports.com. Steve, we saw you mentioned in our pregame the 19-0 result last night, Spash taking down these East Merrill United Blue Jacks, and we began to see evidence of how that may have happened as the Blue Jacks struggled here in the first period with puck control, with the forecheck and the back check, and just everything except for the play in the goal. Is really, it looks as though it's a struggle out there for the Blue Jacks, a young roster, and still trying to get their skates under them here in the season.
Well, yeah, and you saw it early on. They had a little bit of pressure on Cole Halverson early on, in the first period. But other than that, they have, as you mentioned, struggled to get anything going offensively. And the 2 goals that they gave up, one on a shorthanded goal and one on a power play, but just the pressure hasn't been there for East Merrill to get into Marshfield's defensive zone, make Marshfield play any sort of defense. They haven't been able to do that so far here tonight. And just the easiness of the movement for Marshfield's offense, as you mentioned, just being able to weave and cut and move in front of the goal and anywhere they've wanted to move the puck offensively, they've been able to do that. And just the ease for Marshfield right now, they've only got 2-0 lead, but that, from what we saw in the first period, I mean, that could very easily be 4, 5, 6-0. But Jake Fuhrer doing a good job in the goal in the first period for East Merrill, just a sophomore out of Wausau East. And as I mentioned earlier, just 4 seniors, 2 juniors on this team, and just a very, very young, inexperienced varsity level team here tonight for East Merrill.
And in high school and really all levels of hockey, goalkeeping, a play-in goal can take you a long way. And I've been nothing but impressed with the sophomore Jake Fuhrer here through the first period, really keeping his club in this right now, only trailing by 2. We mentioned it, 2-0. The scoring started early for Marshfield in the period. It was a power play on too many men on the ice for Marshfield, and we were just about 2-ish minutes into it, and a shorthanded goal on the breakaway from Sawyer Schindler. He scores unassisted, and that put us at 2-0. And then late in the first period, Marshfield on their only power play of the period. And we had noted in the early stages of that power play, East Merrill was happy to give Marshfield the middle of the ice right above the crease. And that turned out not to be, it turned out something that the Marshfield Tigers took advantage of, is how I'll say that, as it was Ian Haugen getting the goal off of the assist from Peyton Smith, right? Yeah. Haugen had a couple chances early in the power play, kind of spin from the top of the crease, missed a couple times, but off of that face-off with about 45 seconds or so left in the power play, Haugen able to come away with the goal, and that has us to where we are right now, 2-0. So if you're the Blue Jacks in the locker room right now, I think, and it was talked about in the game I was at last night. By the way, Paul Knopf, nice job, Paul. And Andy joining our team here for Winter Sports. Paul Knopf now I guess for lack of a better term, voice of the Columbus Catholic Dons. And it's those short-term goals is where when you get behind. You may have heard your coaches in the past talking about that. I know I heard mine, and we were behind often. But it's those short-term goals. So one of those short-term goals that Coach Chris Marlowe is talking about to his Blue Jacks in the locker room now probably is, okay, let's play penalty free. Yep. Let's get a little bit of a forecheck going on, move the puck down the ice, and then let's give a little relief to our goalie, Jake Fuhrer. So a couple, 3, small goals or easily achievable goals, and then see what happens after that. But I think that's probably where you have to start if you're East Merrill. Yeah, and you got to, as you mentioned, with the able to take a little pressure off your goalkeeper, you got to get some sort of offense going, passing, get Marshfield to play any sort of defense, as they were forced to the first couple of minutes in the game, or in the first period. Cole Halverson had to make a couple of nice stops or a couple of nice shots on goal, but the last maybe 15 or 13 minutes of that period, they only played 17-minute periods. Yep. But the last 13 minutes of that period, there was no offensive pressure put on by the Blue Jacks, and that just goes to show how easily, Marshfield 15 shots in the first period to just 7 for East Merrill, and those 7 shots easily came into the first 5 minutes of that period against Cole Halverson, and all easily saved. And again, facing 15 shots in one period for a sophomore goalkeeper is not easy for anybody, whatever age you are. And as you mentioned, just got to take the pressure off your goalkeeper, set up some sort of offense. Play penalty free, like you said. They only had one in the first period, which ended up being ending up as a goal for Marshfield on the power play. But you got to do something to take the pressure
and relieve your goalkeeper, whatever you can do for him to get to just let him catch his breath a little bit.
Give you some insight on what I think Coach Eric Bowman is telling Marshfield in the locker room. Before I do, we'll tell you about Fleet Farm. This holiday season, give the gift everyone wants, a Fleet Farm gift card. Going on now, when you purchase a $100 gift card, you get a free $10 gift card. Use it as a gift or do what I did. You keep it for yourself. And gifts are big at Fleet Farm. Find a gift for everyone on your list. From the kids to the cook to the handyman to the hunter, get it all at Fleet Farm. I joke, I bought two, so I've got two $10 cards now. And those, if Marissa or Trevor are listening, those go in the stockings is how that'll work. But I'll go get some more. And yeah, you get $100 or you buy a $100 gift card and they give you an additional 10 that you get to keep for yourself. What a deal at Fleet Farm. I mentioned Coach Eric Bowman. Marshfield, you go in the locker room, you get a 2-0 lead. You get to think a little bit bigger scale in the locker room. So you can make larger goals. For one, let's score 2 more in the period. Let's continue to really just run the heck out of these guys all around the ice. Let's continue to bang them into the boards. Let's have our good forecheck. Let's keep that going. But you get to think a little bit more grander scale if you're Marshfield in that locker room right now. Like, I don't know, maybe one of the goals for Marshfield is let's just put this one out of reach in the second period. Let's not score 2. Let's score 2 in the first 5 minutes. Let's score 2 in the second 5 minutes, and then let's find 2 more. I mean, you can start talking about stuff like that when you go up against 2-0 and you have the type of first period that the Tigers had.
Well, yeah, and you mentioned it early on in the broadcast that the speed for Marshfield, the conditioning for Marshfield, just so much, just a notch higher than it is for East Merrill so far here tonight, and set those goals for you. And we'll talk to Coach Bowman after the match and see or after the game, I guess, and see what he told his guys in the locker room after those, after coming out and getting a 2-0 lead. And see what kind of things he told the guys, what kind of goals they set for themselves coming out into the second and third periods, and see what they can do early on. It'll be interesting to see. It'll be a momentum swing, and it'll be a period look ahead to see how both teams come out in the first 3, 4, 5 minutes of this second period.
All right, with the Blue Jacks coming on the ice, we're that much closer to the start of the second period. We'll take a commercial break and be back for the start of the second from Marshfield after this. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business.
Winter's coming fast, which means it's time to hit the trails. Bill's Service Center has all things you need to stay warm and dry on the trails this winter. With a full selection of jackets, bibs, helmets, boots, casual wear. And don't forget that Bill's is your chainsaw safety gear headquarters. Bill's Service Center is your one-stop connection for all your cold weather riding gear.
Don't freeze your jingle bells off. Get your cold weather riding gear at Bill's Service Center. Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
All right, welcome back to Marshfield Fairgrounds Park here in Marshfield as period number 2 underway. A early goal, or not an early goal, an early face-off win, and then a shot on goal and sends it back, and an icing coming for the Marshfield, or the East Merrill crew, and the Tigers will have a face-off in their own offensive end, I believe. The officials are going all over the place, and it will be a penalty on Sawyer Schindler just 16 seconds into this second period. So as a kneeing on Sawyer Schindler for Marshfield. So East Merrill trying to get something going on here with a 5-4 advantage, and they're going to turn it over and send it back up and taken back for Eli Poggle. Swings it back around to the far side and stops and swings it back as Tristan Reisman, and it's going to go out, I believe, and it will be a face-off inside the East Merrill offensive zone. 16-18 to go, 1:34 left on the power play against Sawyer Schindler. This is where the Tigers scored their first goal the first period shorthanded, and we'll see if Peyton Smith can chase it down, and he does, but turns it back over to East Merrill. Again, no pressure, and they turn it over their defensive zone. Sends it back up. Adam Z, who spent the first period in the penalty box, and now it turns it over and just misses high on the shot. And it'll be back to East Merrill. Sets it up for Eli Poggle. Sends it into the middle and turned it over, and a tackle, but no call, and sends it wide left. Sends it up to Seth Peterson, and they're going to send it long. And 45 seconds left in the power play. 15:25 to go in the second period. Sends it back around, sets it up, turns it over. Ian Haugen with it. Good footwork there, and sends it back. And the Blue Jacks will send it into their offensive zone, and chasing it down, Adam Z, with 25 seconds left in the power play. Tyler Reisman with it, and Fuhrer behind his own net, sends it up and sends it long, and good move there as Reisman goes flying into the boards and back into the Marshfield offensive zone.
Overskated the puck there and then missed his target on top of it.
And full strength 5-on-5 hockey as Halverson will make the glove save, and Ian Haugen will send it back up for Marshfield.
Well, the Blue Jacks couldn't have planned that much better. You start out, you get the advantage, but not able to convert, and that's it's a tough one to swallow for East Merrill.
Seth Peterson sends it long and in front of the net, and couldn't get it. There was nobody. It was an open net, and good defensive work there by the Blue Jacks.
Yeah, Furr got his skate caught under himself and tipped over and couldn't get back into the goal. Very, very fortunate there for the Blue Jacks.
Ian Haugen sets it up for Reisman into the middle and off of the leg pad of Fuhrer for East Merrill. Under 14 minutes to go here in the second period. Sends it up and sends it into the middle, and again off the leg pad of Fuhrer. Wraps it back around and keeps it inside the offensive zone, so no reset for Marshfield. And fought for along the far boards near the Marshfield bench and wraps it around, but mishits it. Sends it into the middle as Nick Urban was there, but no pass, and sends it long, and it will.
Well, they're saying that was touched there somewhere. I don't know how they figured that, but we do keep playing.
Long pass, Urban. Ian Haugen, and he gets it poked away. Nice job by Fuhrer again. Urban with it near the blue line, and shot, and goes high and wide, and another shot on goal, and that one goes wide right. And
it's become a shooting range out here, as I think our net came off the moorings again, but that is not at all what Chris Marlowe asked his guys to let happen here, was to let Marshfield just start teeing off, but they did there on that possession. Haugen with a great opportunity there just a minute ago too, but overskated it just a bit, I think, and an equally good play by Furr to get that stick that puck away from him too.
Sends it up, misses wide left, and back to Z. Another nice stop, misses just left again. Good hit along the boards. That's what we didn't see in the first period for the Blue Jacks. Good hit for Roman Wunsch for East Merrill, as went for the slap shot, but Z missed the puck.
And that's exactly what the Blue Jacks had to do. You got to draw a line in the sand. You got to make your presence known. You got to tell Marshfield, I'm here.
Yep.
And you can start to do that by laying that lumber out there a little bit. And maybe East Merrill turned the corner here just a bit, coming out of the locker room into the second period.
12:25 to go in the second period. Icing called, and down to the other end of the ice we go. Sawyer Schindler, who is in the penalty box 16 seconds into the second period for kneeing. And the Tigers will have it. And the Blue Jacks take it back. Nice job by East Merrill. And Schindler in the offensive zone. Resets. Nice pass up to Ben Conradi. Back and played. Loose puck. Going to be covered by Fuhrer again. And face-off coming to his left with 12 minutes left.
So the Tigers didn't do what they did in the first. They did not score right away into it, but they have now turned the pressure back up after that Blue Jacks penalty. And Marshfield coming out with a little bit of burst here in the last couple minutes.
Sawyer Schindler wins the face-off into the middle off of his own teammate, Tyler Reisman, and it will be taken back by the Blue Jacks, and now won again by Sawyer Schindler, and a big hit right in front of the net. Here, another nice save, and it's going to be a face-off coming again.
They say in hockey, you throw the puck at net and hope for something good to happen, and that's what the Tigers are doing. That last one there you mentioned as it went off the shoulder pad of Reisman, you send that at net. You do want to keep it at waist level or lower, though, to get that deflection, but you just keep throwing it at it, and sometimes good things do happen.
Face-off won by nobody there. The puck was still on the ice when everybody broke loose. And now East Merrill with an opportunity of their own. And Halverson almost misplayed it. And back to the Tigers, to Schindler. And he'll take it himself up to Reisman. Tyler Reisman, 1-on-2 with Schindler behind him. Good puck work. And just hit and misplayed. And keeping it in the zone, not needing to reset. And back for the Blue Jacks.
Again, that forecheck here for the Tigers, they're just suffocating the Blue Jacks on that forecheck.
Tyler Reisman tries to center it and played up. Hit there by Damon Haynes. And it's going to be reset and tracked down by Tristan Reisman.
Talked about that face-off before, won by nobody. It was won by the ice.
Yeah. Ethan Meisner to the far side. And a one-timer here for Adam Z. Misses just left and corralled by the Tigers. Into the middle again it goes with 10:40 to go. All pressure again put on Fuhrer by Marshfield. Nothing so far except a couple of opportunities for East Merrill. Schindler with it, and a loose puck still. Another nice block by Fuhrer.
Yeah, some good wristers coming in here for the Tigers. Some of them not making their way through. Others, again, Fuhrer just up to the challenge and able to get those batted back down. Hawkins Ash CPAs is the certified public accounting firm that is big enough to serve you and small enough to care. The firm's Marshfield office provides local tax and accounting services and is backed by 8 other offices and nearly 150 accounting professionals. Client satisfaction has been and remains the core of everything they do. By providing timely quality service, becoming a true partner, and looking out for their clients' best interests, Hawkins Ash CPAs strives to exceed expectations.
Good pass there, but taken away by East Merrill. Looking just left, trying to center it as best they can. Most of the time, East Merrill has been able to knock it away, or nobody has been home. Under 10 minutes to go in the second period. Remains 2-0 Marshfield. 2 goals scored in the first for the Tigers, and stoppage of play again. And again, the9:48 to go. Second period here in Marshfield as the faceoff won by the Tigers. Played in front again, but knocked down again by Fuhrer. And going to have to reset as it comes out of the Tigers offensive zone now into the neutral area and taken by the Tigers near center ice and set back up for Seth Peterson. On the far side, 2-on-3, and wraps it around the net. Sets it up to Ian Haugen. Shot to the middle and played off. Still loose. Puck still loose. Nick Urban couldn't get control of it. Reisman into the middle, and again, nobody home trying to center it up. And back to the Tigers it goes. 1 shot and played off and in for Peyton Smith for Marshfield with 8:59 to go in the second period. 3-0 Tigers.
Steve, that all started with defenseman Seth Peterson carrying that puck through and then skating it all the way down behind goal, and the defenseman, pushing that action forward, and then just another flurry of shots by the Tigers, and then finally sent through by Peyton Smith. Smith, a slick skater for the Tigers, also a scorer for Marshfield.
Face-off won by East Merrill this time. Eli Poggle going to be forced to try to give it up and going to be stolen away by the Tigers with 8:40 to go in the second period. Sawyer Schindler, good puck work, but now the Tigers have to get back on sides, and they do, and they reset. That's an opportunity right there that East Merrill could have had to push the pressure on Marshfield, but nothing doing. Schindler has it to the near side. One-timer, and Sawyer Schindler puts it into the back of the net.
Second goal there for Schindler, and you're right, the one-timer on the slap shot, and right over the glove hand of Furr, and just like we said during the intermission report, one of those big goals that Coach Bowman may have been talking about is, let's score a few, let's score two maybe during this period, let's score two during this section of the second period. And the Tigers do that. They've owned the first half here after the 2-minute power play by the Blue Jacks, and the Tigers have controlled the rest of the second period.
Nice hit there, Schindler from Ben Conradi. One shot opportunity there as it goes into the net, and now the East Merrill Blue Jacks will have an opportunity in their offensive zone to win a face-off here with 8:11 to go in the second period. Those goals scored just seconds after each other. Seconds apart, and Marshfield leads 4-0.
Yeah, Mosher there had a good opportunity, but sailed it off the right shoulder of Halverson.
Adam Z now pushes it up to Ian Senholz for Marshfield. He's got the puck right here in front of us, stolen away by Mosher. He gets his stick slapped, and looks like the net may have come off.
It is. They're going to have to whistle. Well, they may be able to tidy this up, and they will. They'll tidy it up behind the play.
Senholz with it and going to send it up. Mosher with it again. Back up to the Blue Jacks and almost had it in front. And another nice save by Halverson. Reed Hojan with the opportunity for the Blue Jacks on that one, but nothing doing. 7:37 to go here in the second period.
Now there's some pep left in these East Merrill United players after all. Down 4-0, but we've seen these guys, they're not quitting. They may not be up to the task here through a period and a half, but they haven't quit. That's good to see. But we do have a penalty on Marshfield, it looks like. See what they're now. Just some discussion on the bench there. They may be reminding these Tigers on these line changes. They've got to clear the ice faster. They were penalized for that right to start our game, and may have just been warned about that again.
Sets it back up into the middle and misses just wide left. Sets it up for Trenton Pazorski, and back to Marshfield it goes. Good pass all the way across the ice, set up in front and into the back of the net again for Marshfield. Nick Urban with a beautiful pass from Ian Haugen with 7:21 to go in the second period.
I mean, that was executed to perfection there. Haugen to Urban, as you said, Steve. And here comes Marshfield now pouring it on. Their third goal through about 2/3 or so of the period, and beginning to really pour it on now. The third goal in the last, 2 minutes of ice time. And this one now, Marshfield may, as I said, Coach Bowman may have told his guys to put it away here in the second, and they are close to doing that.
That was almost as picturesque as it could get.
Man.
Pass all the way across the ice is set up, and then all the way right back to Nick Urban.
Just the time. That's what you practice when you're skating 5-0. That's how you practice it. And they did it just like that.
7 minutes to go in the second period. 5-0 Tigers on a beautiful pass to Nick Urban, set in front again and again. Back lighting the lamp, Peyton Smith. Again, a goal for Marshfield with 6:57 to go in the second period. Peyton Smith with his second goal of the period.
Back to talking about Jake Furr. Again, he's doing a great job in goal. I don't know how much more you can ask of him, but you start out the game like he did, and you're seeing that puck a little bigger.
Yep.
And then as these goals start piling on, you start to lose that puck. That puck gets smaller and smaller in your vision, which is really your confidence. But it gets smaller and smaller into it as we've got a timeout here. We'll take the timeout right along with the Blue Jacks. 6:57 left here in the second period. Back to Marshfield in just a moment. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli, bacon, cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
From first contact at Dental Clinic of Marshfield, their dentists are committed to your individual attention and strive to provide personalized oral health care. They work hard to create the ultimate stress-free and comfortable dental experience. It is their mission to educate and provide the patients with the best dental care in Central Wisconsin. Whether you're looking for information on implants, teeth whitening, crowns, orthodontics, dentures, or any dental service, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has it for you. You can book your appointment online at dentalclinicofmarshfield.com or give them a call at one of their 3 locations in Marshfield, Stratford, or Neillsville today.
Scotty's Pizza and... All right, Coach Marlowe taking the time out there, Steve, and he had to. It began to all melt away. 3 goals in about 3 minutes ice time, and it's 6-0 Marshfield.
Yeah, 4 goals.
4 goals in about 3 minutes ice time. You're right, sorry.
Yeah, and it's just been a clinic so far for Marshfield in the last handful of minutes. That one misses just wide left for Sawyer Schindler, who's going for a hat trick. A couple of Tigers with 2 goals tonight, Schindler and Smith so far, and they lead 6-0 with 6:20 to go in the second period. And that's exactly what you said, 2 goals at a time, and that's what Marshfield has shown so far here in the second period.
And as I was saying before the timeout, Jake Furr's confidence just keeps lessening and lessening, and that puck gets smaller and smaller. And some of those saves he was able to make in that first period are just not able to be made right now.
Sending in a couple of the third liners for Marshfield right now. You got number 11 who will get. I don't have him on my sheet, but
yeah, same.
We'll figure it out.
Anybody out there watching, if you know 11 from Marshfield, hit us up in the chat box, and we will, we'll thank you for watching, and then we'll thank you for telling us who 11 is.
Also saw Lee Whitman out there for the Tigers as well. He's standing right near the blue line and fought for the puck again to the near side, and the Tigers regained possession and right back to the Blue Jacks with 5:15 to go in the second period.
Otherwise, we'll talk to some of the moms and dads in 5.5 minutes during intermission, and they'll know who 11 is. We'll figure it out one way or the other. So hand is up. Icing is called. 5:08 and counting. And we're in a running clock situation here in the second period. So the clock will run, and which, again, Steve, makes it all the more interesting. Yesterday, 19-0.
Yeah, and I know there is a running clock situation in high school hockey.
I believe it's by period. It's
okay.
I believe it's goals by period is what I think.
Allen misses wide right by Adam Z. And into the net there, and it will be a face-off for Marshfield on the in their offensive zone.
Or if it's a score by a certain point in the period, it's something like that.
Yeah.
You don't see it that often, as it turns out, but we're witnessing it here.
Nick Urban to face off, and another stoppage for another equipment issue with the strap underneath there, the chin strap for the Blue Jacks with 4 minutes and counting here in the second period.
This time they'll let him fix it right on the ice there.
And
then they chase him out though anyway.
Vincent Newman Knuckles.
Yeah.
Sends it back around, resets in front to Urban. Now Z with it. Shot through the legs and fought for again. And it will be...
just pancakes on top of it, and that's all that Jake could do. Goal play here reminded me, Steve, I did look it up earlier, as Marshfield had beat Rapids on Tuesday, and there was no Torger Stuczynski. I forget how you pronounce the young fellow's last name. Now a River King, but he has to graduate high school.
Yeah.
So there's quite a story, and quite a blow, though, to the Rapids Lincoln High School team, though.
Yeah.
The
couple of games I watched him play last year was outstanding. Playing in the net, and as you mentioned, now I
believe he's just a junior right now, but he plays for the River Kings. Yeah.
Hand up as a penalty coming on
Stagurski. Torger Stagurski? Does that sound right?
Something like that. Yeah.
And then when I looked it up, the River Kings had a 13-0 win last night over whoever they had played. So Torger helping put a 0 on the other side for his River Kings. But,
playing right near the high school over in Wisconsin Rapids.
Yep.
As it must have just been an offsides on that one, and a penalty won by Marshfield, and now they'll send it right back on another offsides on the Tigers. Tyler Reisman for Marshfield with 2:20 to go and counting here in the second period. Again, Marshfield back in action tomorrow against the Lakeland Thunderbirds right here in Marshfield. Jason, Jada, and a whole crew will be here tomorrow. And then Columbus Catholic boys basketball as well tomorrow against Colby, I believe.
That's right.
And then
that's it.
Yeah.
2 is enough for a Saturday anyway. And there's got to be Marshfield's on the road for wrestling. So I think it's just the 2.
Wrap up our long week of sports with Celeste.
20-plus broadcasts on the week.
Yeah, another big slate of games next week as well.
Yeah, 20-plus again next week.
Well, when you got 7 schools, it all adds up pretty quickly.
Yeah,
so.
It certainly does. Certainly does. Zaleski Sports, the official broadcast partner of Marshfield Senior High School Athletics, which means all home events broadcast right here on Zaleski Sports, one of 7.
Had swimming last night against D. Severs. That was a good matchup. D. Severs only had like 6 swimmers on their varsity crew, and they
won every event, didn't they?
Yeah, and impressive. Yeah, they're a good swimming team, that's for sure. 1 minute remaining here in the second period as the net comes off again.
And they may just get one more face-off here with the running clock, and we'll head to the second intermission here and be in the home stretch here today. We're only an hour into this son of a gun, but 2/3 the way through, and it looks like it'll be the face-off will probably be all that'll happen here. They will get it off though with 35 seconds left.
And East Merrill wins the face-off in their defensive zone and resets to the Tigers. For Senholz near the blue line, pushes it back up with 20 seconds remaining. Into the middle, and nothing doing there. See if they'll send along and making a push here with 10 seconds left. Back up and back in to the zone, and that will take us to intermission number 2. Second period dominated by the Tigers in about 3 or 4 minute stretch. And the Tigers put 4 more up on the board here in the second period. We go to second intermission. The Tigers lead 6-0. Hear from our sponsors. Come back to Marshfield right after this.
Are you living with a prosthesis that is causing discomfort or pain? You have options, and I'm here to help. Hi, my name is Shai. I'm the owner of Next Step Prosthetics in Marshfield. You have a choice where you go for prosthetic care. My focus and specialty is providing a prosthesis that you enjoy wearing to help you get your life back. Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let's take the next step together to a better life.
Taqueria El Sol sirve la comida mexicana más auténtica en Wisconsin Central. Taqueria El Sol está en Marshfield en Avenida South Central y calle 17. Está abierta cada día. Taqueria El Sol prepara salsa y guacamole cada día. Y tiene un menú con muchas recetas familiares de México.
Taqueria El Sol tiene una tienda de comestibles también. Se venden comidas mexicanas secas, refrigeradas y congeladas para ayudarle a servir la comida mexicana, la más auténtica en Wisconsin Central. Taqueria El Sol en la Avenida South Central en Marshfield.
At At V&H Automotive, you'll get the best price and best selection on all Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Ram, Dodge, and Jeep models guaranteed. At V&H, our friendly staff is always ready, here to serve you. No pressure, no gimmicks, just great deals, great service, and the best vehicles in central Wisconsin. Come see why our customers rate us #1.
V&H Automotive, a short drive from anywhere, or visit us at vhautos.com.
With more winter snow on the way, make your way to Chili Implement. Chili Implement, located conveniently between Marshfield and Chili, just north of Highway 10, is ready to help you make snow removal easier. Visit Chili Implement and see how their complete selection of Kubota and Cub Cadet snow removal machines will simplify your winter. Chili Implement open Monday through Saturday for sales, service, and parts. Chili Implement will also help you finance your next purchase. You can also see more at chiliimplement.com. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
All right, back to Marshfield. Jason Zaleski here. We'll take you through a little bit of housekeeping first, as we got some answers during the intermission. First, number 11 for Marshfield, Charlie Kenny. So we got that all straightened out. And then we got the running clock rule, and we got that figured out. And I knew it had something to do with the period, but I just couldn't recall the whole thing, but we got the explanation there. So a 6-goal margin anytime after the first period, and the clock will run until either at the end of the period or until the trailing team closes the gap to under 6. So should East Merrill United score a goal in the third, the clock would go back to regular stoppage situation. So got that figured out anyway. All right, let's see here, Steve. We had 4 Marshfield goals in the period, and no doubt exactly what Coach Bowman was telling his guys in the locker room there at halftime, to think big. Let's imagine putting this one out of reach. Let's think big, and they did. And it was, as I said during the actual broadcast, it was a 4-minute ice time stretch where those 4 goals came, and Marshfield did what they could to try to put this one out of reach in the second.
Yeah, and they did it with picture perfect passing, getting rebounds, just finishing up just as well as you could have written anything up. Sawyer Schindler with a goal in there, Peyton Smith with a pair of goals, and Nick Urban with a goal in that period. And as you mentioned, just that 4-minute stretch from about 8:40 to just about 6 something. I mean, it was just that stretch that really has put this game out of reach right now, and just the pressure that Marshfield has been able to put on. We talked about it in the previous intermission, that East Merrill would have to get a lot more pressure on Cole Halverson. They did a little bit, but to no fruition for the Blue Jacks so far, and Marshfield then turn it back on them and put a lot of pressure back on Führer again, and got those goals in that about halfway through that second period to then have a running clock and go up 6-0 heading into the final frame here tonight.
Yeah, East Merrill really couldn't have had it go any better than what it did to open the period. They go on the power play right away, just not able to make anything of that, and then the deterioration after that put on at the hands of the Marshfield Tigers. Draxler has flatbed driving opportunities that pay you 5 cents per mile over van. At Draxler Transport, drivers are always home for their requested time off. Draxler Transport is a family-oriented company that treats you like family. Visit DraxlerTransport.com to apply today. And the Draxler family, Steve, they are members of the Central Wisconsin community. Marty Draxler saw he was officiating a JV basketball game in town, so they mean it. They will treat you like family because they are out in the community participating like a family does. So DraxlerTransport.com. Steve mentioned it a little bit ago. Two broadcasts coming for you tomorrow. One of them right here at the Marshfield Fairgrounds, Marshfield and Lakeland, the T-Birds. And what I miss most when you would drive up to Minocqua, and if you've never driven that way, maybe you've seen a picture, or you can look it up and find the picture. But the bridge, as you're coming into, I guess it's Woodruff really, but it says you're in T-Bird country, and that bridge was up there for 50 years. Yeah. And they reconstructed the bridge just a year and a half or 2 years ago, and they took that. It was like spray paint, like graffiti spray paint that was up there, and. High school kids at some point, did that, and it was a big pride in the community. And then they took that bridge down, they put up a brand new bridge, and then a local business owner bought that bridge, the old one, and so you can still kind of see it, but you got to know where to look. But I miss seeing that coming up there, and the T-Bird country will bring it down here to Marshfield with a good hockey town like that. It'd be good hockey game tomorrow. Puck drops at 5, I think. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Like you at home, I will check ZaleskiSports.com to figure out when in the world I'm supposed to be here tomorrow. But that happens. And then prior to that, it is boys basketball, Cloverbelt East boys basketball, Columbus Catholic and Colby with Paul Knopf on the call. Varsity tips at around 3 o'clock, JV first, and then varsity after that. But again, check the listings at ZaleskiSports.com. Don't take my word for it. That's how that part works. But rolling through our intermission here, we are in the second intermission where it is 6-0. Marshfield will take our final commercial break here of the intermission, and then we'll be back for the start of the third here in Marshfield.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Winter's coming fast, which means it's time to hit the trails. Bill Service Center has all things you need to stay warm and dry on the trails this winter. With a full selection of jackets, bibs, helmets, boots, casual wear. And don't forget that Bill's is your chainsaw safety gear headquarters. Bill Service Center is your one-stop connection for all your cold weather riding gear.
Don't freeze your jingle bells off. Get your cold weather riding gear at Bill's Service Center. Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution.
Experience choice risk-free at Mid-State Technical College. Your choice to learn with small in-person classes, online classes, innovative technology class options, or your choice of any combination to fit your needs. You can get your liberal arts degree and transfer as a junior to all UW colleges or in-demand employable skills. Start now to experience choice risk-free at Mid-State Technical College. Find out what risk-free means at mstc.edu.
Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right, free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family. I like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
All right, back here to Marshfield as they play, I don't know, I mean, a song that everybody kind of knows when it comes on. Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone, the theme song to Top Gun, one of the movies that back in the 80s put Tom Cruise where he has been and remained since that time. But yeah, Tom Cruise was obviously the lead there. Ace, I think, was his handle. I don't know. I have to look these things up. I only watched the movie once, and once was plenty.
Well, they just made a remake of it, I think.
Yeah, well, yeah, not for me. Third period underway.
6-0. Marshfield ahead as the Tigers lost the faceoff, and East Merrill with a little bit of pressure on Halverson here as they have the first couple of minutes in each period so far tonight, but again, a stretch of about 3 or 4 minutes in that second period did it in so far for Marshfield here tonight on the good side for the Tigers, as pushing it up here for Marshfield. Lee Whitman, a huge collision against the boards, and gets up gingerly, picking up his stick and resetting on the offensive zone for the Tigers.
Colton Betro there for the Blue Jacks thought he was going to come out in the third period and make some noise. Good for him.
Yeah, absolutely, as Ian Haugen has it and sends it up into the middle again for the Tigers, and pushing it up for Marshfield. Haugen with it to Mancheski for the Tigers. He's got it now and swings it back over to Nick Urban.
Yeah, Urban called for it there. He was in the clear, but just puck can't move across the ice always like that.
1-on-3, Urban with it, and off the leg pad again for Führer for East Merrill. Centers it again, mishit there by Ian Haugen, and sends it back up for the Blue Jacks.
Yeah, Haugen had his stick lifted by Poggle. Nice job by Poggle.
Haugen another save. 32-10 on shots here through 2 periods, and the counting for the shots continues here early on in this third period. Sends it back up and centering it again into the middle. Nobody home, and it goes long. And chasing it down will be Peyton Smith.
Spectrum Benefit Solutions with offices in Wausau, Stevens Point, Wisconsin Rapids, Medford, and now in Spencer. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients, all sizes, to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started.
Centering it again. Nice job from behind to knock it away with under 14 and a half to go here in the third period.
Also back to that Top Gun, Val Kilmer was the Iceman. Val died in that. His character got killed in that movie. And then somewhere along the line, Val Kilmer's career died too. He was Batman.
Yeah.
In one of those Batman movies. I don't know much about movies. So
Batman, 007 just passed away.
Sean Connery.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. I say little known movie facts, but I know little about movies, so that's right there. I impressed everybody because that's all I know about them.
And now the big question around Christmas time, as the Blue Jacks have it, Die Hard, Christmas movie or not?
Well, everybody I know says it is.
Yeah.
I've never seen it, so
I have not either. As Jada says, absolutely not.
Not a Christmas movie? No. Okay. All right.
Let us know what your thoughts are.
Yeah, please, please. Because it seems to be debated pretty fiercely, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is all the way around during Christmas time, as there's 13 and a half minutes to go here in the third period, as the Blue Jacks make a push here, knocked away from behind, as there's little known facts about Christmas movies that I'll get into in just a moment, and that one misses just wide. As follow Dude Perfect on
sure,
on Instagram, and they have some great insights. As the one that I didn't know, in Home Alone, the first one I think it was, when they put the tarantula on Marv's face, that it was a real tarantula, and a huge hit there, and they had to mime him screaming so it wouldn't freak the tarantula out. And then they would just put the noise in afterwards.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so tarantulas are nothing to mess around with, and they made sure to take all the precautions for that. As into the middle it goes for Marshfield, and centering it up, and open net misses just wide right. And knocked away nicely there by the Blue Jacks.
Big fan of the sports movies. I've watched almost all the sports kind of movies. And the other day I was flipping through. We've got the YouTube TV, and Teen Wolf was on, and I watched the first half an hour of that, and it was about as stupid as movies I remember when I was a kid. But yeah, it's kind of funny. It's a sports movie, though. He's playing a big basketball player. Was the Wolf, the Teen Wolf, and it was some sort of a ladies' man too by the end of it. So it really worked out for Fox, Michael J. Fox, as he always goes by.
And good puck handling there by Tristan Reisman for the Tigers, and he's got it right now. Sends it back up, and underneath the jumping referee along the boards, with 11 and a half to go here in regulation in the hockey game tonight.
Michael J. Fox was also Alex P. Keaton in the sitcom Family Ties. That was of my youth, but I think you can still see those on TV somewhere.
Centers it up, misses wide left for Manchesky for Marshfield. 11 to go, third period. And that one got poked away and set up back for the Blue Jacks.
Of course, the Back to the Future series, where Michael J. Fox probably earned most of his money. And he did another sitcom, too, some sort of a political fashioned sitcom for a while. Yeah, all right.
I know he was
Went on way too much long about this.
Yeah, no, I know he was in the what was it? Designated Survivor for a while.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh,
in that
okay.
or he was a lawyer in that TV show.
Oh, all right.
That one gets hit into the netting. And a movie that most people love during Christmas with Will Ferrell and Elf.
Oh, yeah. Love it.
Will Ferrell was afraid dearly that it would ruin his career.
Oh, man, it did not.
No. and going along with little known facts that Chris Farley was the director, the producer of Elf, wanted Chris Farley to be Buddy the Elf when Chris was alive, and now got stuck with Will Ferrell, and obviously
stuck with him. Yeah,
it propelled Will to more fame than he has.
Well, more than any other movie he's made.
And to go that same year, Elf and Anchorman were released in the same year.
Yeah, and Anchorman's good. I like Elf better, though.
Yeah.
Anchorman gets a little slappy during parts of it. It's like, all right.
Yeah. Centers it up, and a loose puck again, almost an own goal with 9.5 to go.
Puck just laid right in the crease, and just in the nick of time, crept out, as you said, on its own.
And the Blue Jacks have it. We'll get back to the hockey game here.
All right. Good idea.
I think so. As sets it back up. Great hockey movie, the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
The filming of Mighty Ducks. I went to school at Augsburg in the Twin Cities for a while. Some of the filming for Mighty Ducks was done at Ed Saugestead Ice Rink on the campus of Augsburg College. And Ian Haugen chases it down, and they're going to get him caught for a icing.
Yeah, he wasn't able to touch it up. Otherwise, it would have been on through. Awards and More is your one-stop location for awards, plaques, trophies, embroidery, screen printing, and promotional products. Awards and More is also the proud sponsor of the Zaleski Sports Athlete of the Month. Vote for the Awards and More Zaleski Sports Athlete of the Month at ZaleskiSports.com. Then visit Awards and More on Facebook to begin your next trophy order. Steve, you were just at Awards and More yesterday.
Yeah, and he has got a lot of cool things that he does as Sawyer.
Be a roughing call coming up here on Schindler.
And he literally hit him while he was down.
Yeah.
So
we'll see if they tag him up with a minor or perhaps more, and they will. They will excuse Sawyer Schindler from the game, and that should result in a 5-minute major. And the Blue Jacks going to be on the penalty here for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, with the clock, it's still 8:16 to go, but the clock was running as Sawyer Schindler will head off into the heated locker room as the Tigers lead 6-0 with 8:16 to go here in the third period.
Yeah, Sawyer not happy, and probably venting some of his frustration on on something he'd like to redo again. Yeah. I would hope.
Yeah.
And he walks off the ice now, though he circles back to the bench area. He should be headed to the locker room. And Sawyer doesn't watch himself. It could be more than just the excusal from today's contest.
Yeah, there's another one tomorrow. We mentioned it.
Yeah.
They take on the good Lakeland team as the official sees him. And now is talking,
pointing in his direction,
and
pointing. I'm thinking for Sawyer to leave the competitive area here, which I think is the correct call to make. He has been disqualified as the Beatles come in at high volume here. Is the official talking to skipper Eric Bowman down here? They put just 2 minutes up there. I thought that'd be a 5-minute major, especially on the DQ, but they put, there comes the 5. Okay. And we've got a father here who, I'm assuming a father, but he also needs to be excused from the arena. As he is shouting through the ice, and just a ridiculous show of sportsmanship by whoever that man is, and he has been shown the door as well. That is uncalled for, ridiculous. I could go on for an hour about how stupid that man looked shouting through the glass at the official, and thank goodness he got kicked out of here.
2 minutes on East Merrill and a 5-minute major, as Jason mentioned, with 8:05 to go here in the third period.
And I missed what that 2-minute was. A little bit surprised to see that up there, because I didn't see any of that happen. But, yeah, that fella that got booted out of here, he should he gets home, he should crawl in bed and take a nap. That was horrid. It's inexcusable, just inexcusable, just ridiculous.
7:45 and counting here in the third period. Clock continues to run as the game a 6-0 lead for Marshfield. They will get their second conference win of the year, their second win on the year total. Again, they lost to Northland Pines in their first matchup. Beat Wisconsin Rapids earlier this week, and a nice conference win here tonight, as that one is deflected nicely off the leg of Logan Mosher for East Merrill. And in front of the net again, tries the backhand and in for the Marshfield Tigers, Nick Urban. Nick's second goal of the night, and it's 7-0 Tigers with 7:10 to go in the third period.
Yeah, they got Furr moving from one side of the crease to the other, and he just couldn't get back to this side fast enough. The young man, again, has just played a really good game in goal. I'll tell him I'm proud of the way he's played here tonight. Just couldn't get back on the other side, and that's tough to do. And Urban taking advantage, 7-0 Marshfield.
As the I guess it was 4-on-4 hockey, so they, as heading down in there was, I believe Lee Whitman headed to.
Well, it's 4-on-4 now.
Yeah. With 35 seconds remaining on the penalty for East Merrill, 6:45 to go in the third period. 7-0 Tigers on a second goal of the night for Nick Urban. He had one in the second period.
Well, on the other side of it here, in 15 seconds, the Blue Jacks will play a man up, and it'll be a good opportunity to kind of see it through here towards the end of the period, and it turns out at the end of the game in the third period, East Merrill will get a 3-minute uninterrupted power play to end it.
Blake Raditz, a nice shot on goal, saved again by Cole Halverson. 6 minutes remaining here in the third period. And if you missed any highlights, we'll have them up later on tonight on Facebook. As East Merrill on full strength, as Jason mentioned, pushing it up, a nice hit along the boards. And another penalty.
It's going to be
coming.
A 5-on-3 coming up here. If they can get organized and get Furr off the ice, he heads off the ice now. And they will play with a 2-man advantage here.
As soon as Marshfield touches the puck, the whistle will blow, and it does with 5:32 to go. And into the penalty box immediately went Ethan Meisner for
I'm assuming a cross-check there is what will be called on Meisner. We'll see with either a cross-check or, there it is. Yep. So 2:16, they're going to play 5-on-3. And now a good advantage, just went to a great advantage here for the Blue Jacks. Try to get a goal here and head out of Marshfield with something positive to talk about on the bus ride back home.
Yeah, absolutely. Just to get anything, get as much pressure. As much pressure as, see if you can get as much pressure as you can on Marshfield, as that one went into the net, and another face-off coming in the,
puck actually came on the walking path out here. Huh. Snuck through the net. Could have had a souvenir.
Yeah.
So clock continues to run here with the running clock situation. Kind of taking away some of the advantage here for the Blue Jacks, but they'll take the face-off with 1:40 left.
And pushed it up into the zone for Blake Raditz, where's number 8 for East Merrill, and stolen away there by Nick Urban. Three Tigers with 2 goals tonight, and then Ian Haugen with one of his own.
So 5-on-3, and they got to wait to clear the zone. They do, but 5-on-3, got to make some work of this right here.
Shot up and deflected into the net again with 4.5 remaining in the third period.
It's too bad with the clock running to have this advantage here for if you're East Merrill with the clock running and the time wasting away. But you got to make, you got to make hay right now, and time to go make some hay for the Blue Jacks.
4 minutes remaining. And Marshfield will improve to 2-0 in conference, led as the Wisconsin Valley Conference has been led for the last, goodness, who knows how many years. Wausau West and Spash on top of the Wisconsin Valley Conference. Shot up, deflected in the air, and will be played up.
Boy, that hung for a while there, and depending on how that lands, sometimes that can land off the back of the goalkeeper.
And hit off of the defender for Marshfield and set back up.
So the 2-man advantage is done. It's a 1-man advantage now for the final 5 seconds here.
Set up, shot, couldn't get it to go, deflected by Halverson and the Tigers, and full strength now with 3:10 to go in the third period.
So credit there to the Tigers. They kill off the 5-minute major as Schindler disqualified from the contest, and credit to them killing that off and now back on the attack right away.
This is just left for Marshfield was Meissner. And with 2:50 to go, set back up. And Marshfield putting some more pressure on here in the final couple minutes. Another big hit there on Blake Raditz for East Merrill. 2.5 remaining here in the third. Sets it up to Adam Z. Adam has spent the first period in the penalty box a couple of times. He's with the puck now. Crosses the line and back to Marshfield, and the Blue Jacks take it back in their defensive zone.
Make sure to stay tuned for the Nasonville Dairy post-game show. We'll talk to Marshfield head coach Eric Bowman, our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game. All that comes up at the conclusion of this one on the Nasonville Dairy post-game show.
2 minutes remaining. 2-minute warning.
Yeah.
Has it. And nice save again by Furr.
Point blank there, and yeah, what a save.
Sets up in the middle again as Haugen just misses right. Haugen would have been the 4th Tiger with 2 goals tonight. One-timer and in for Nick Urban. That is his 3rd goal, 2nd goal. He's got a lot, 97 seconds left, and it's 8-0 Tigers.
Speaking of Back to the Future, here's the movie soundtrack right here. Huey Lewis and the News. Oh, geez. The name of the song, right at the tip of my tongue here. Power of Love. So,
it says.
And from his old radio days, Jason hits the post with the Power of Love. That was pretty slick by me.
That was good, yeah.
Total stroke of luck, I just tell you that right now.
Payne Smith with another assist tonight. 90 seconds left here in the third period. As pressure continues to be put on here by Marshfield. And in front it goes.
I would only pick songs that had a 15, 20-second intro.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, 5-second intro, there's no way you can hit the post on that guy. You just those are the songs you play, in the middle of your set.
60 seconds left here in Marshfield. The Tigers will again improve to 2-1 on the year, 2-0 in conference play. They'll take on the Lakeland T-Birds tomorrow here in Marshfield.
Again, that Marshfield forecheck right there, you saw it live and in person. That was a thing of beauty there. They won't retain in the zone, but the forecheck been a big part of these 8 goals for the Tigers here today.
Again, they were can't say enough about the sophomore goalkeeper Jake Fuhrer.
Yeah.
But Tigers getting the shots and goals they needed when they needed. And big win for Marshfield here tonight.
One of the hockey traditions is to name your 3 stars. We don't do that, but if we were, every now and then you'll get 2 from the winning team, and you'll add one from that other team, and in this case, it would be Jake Fear.
Absolutely. I mean, he's given up 8 goals, but his team hasn't helped him out a whole lot.
Yeah, been tough.
Yeah, haven't put a whole lot of pressure, and that will do it here tonight. An 8-0 win for Marshfield. Hear from our friends at Nationville Dairy and come back with a interview with Coach Bowman and our Zaleski Sports Player of the Game. We'll be back to Marshfield after this.
Well, the Grow Wisconsin Dairy Processing Grant is for really any dairy, or up to $50,000 you can get for like improvements, help with like food safety aspects. It's actually you have to pay part of the service that you're getting, so you have to pay 20% of it. So we were actually granted $6,150. And so that's the 80%. So our project is at a little over $7,000. So that's showing them that we're doing something with their milk. We're not just taking it, turning it into cheese, setting in the stores, sending the customer, like everyone else does. Anything that we do in the plant with food safety is great for everyone. It's not just great for us. It's telling the customer that we make a good product. It's telling the farmer, our patrons, that we're doing good with their milk. And so that should really go to heart. That you're going to get a safe product coming out of here. It's cool to see that all the Hymans they really like to see their name out in the community, but especially for anything with children's groups. They sponsor a bike raffle every year, and they actually go and give it to the kid in the schools. I know that's a huge thing every year, but yeah, it's really cool to see their name out there. Seeing them a sponsor, we all got kids, we all were kids, so most likely something came out of here that we've done.
We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Letta, Casseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda, Edam, and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Experience choice risk-free at Mid-State Technical College. Your choice to learn with small in-person classes, online classes, innovative technology class options, or your choice of any combination to fit your needs. You can get your liberal arts degree and transfer as a junior to all UW colleges or in-demand employable skills. Start now to experience choice risk-free at Mid-State Technical College. Find out what risk-free means at mstc.edu.
Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right, free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family. I like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Taqueria El Sol sirve la comida mexicana más auténtica en Wisconsin Central. Taqueria El Sol está en Marshfield, en Avenida South Central y calle 17. Está abierta cada día. Taqueria El Sol prepara salsa y guacamole cada día y tiene un menú con muchas recetas familiares de México.
Taqueria El Sol tiene una tienda de comestibles también. Se venden comidas mexicanas secas, refrigeradas y congeladas para ayudarle a servir la comida mexicana la más auténtica en Wisconsin Central. Taqueria El Sol en la Avenida South Central in Marshfield.
Are you living with a prosthesis that is causing discomfort or pain? You have options, and I'm here to help. Hi, my name is Shai. I'm the owner of Next Step Prosthetics in Marshfield. You have a choice where you go for prosthetic care. My focus and specialty is providing a prosthesis that you enjoy wearing to help you get your life back. Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Let's take the next step together to a better life.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family. I like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Are you living with a prosthesis that is causing discomfort or pain? You have options, and I'm here to help. Hi, my name is Shai. I'm the owner of Next Step Prosthetics in Marshfield. You have a choice where you go for prosthetic care. My focus and specialty is providing a prosthesis that you enjoy wearing to help you get your life back. Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Let's take the next step together to a better life.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
From first contact at Dental Clinic of Marshfield, their dentists are committed to your individual attention and strive to provide personalized oral health care. They work hard to create the ultimate stress-free and comfortable dental experience. It is their mission to educate and provide the patients with the best dental care in Central Wisconsin. Whether you're looking for information on implants, teeth whitening, crowns, orthodontics, dentures, or any dental service, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has it for you. You can book your appointment online at dentalclinicofmarshfield.com or give them a call at one of their 3 locations in Marshfield, Stratford, or Neillsville today.
Scotty's Pizza.
Winter's coming fast, which means it's time to hit the trails. Bill's Service Center has all things you need to stay warm and dry on the trails this winter. With a full selection of jackets, bibs, helmets, boots, casual wear. And don't forget that Bill's is your chainsaw safety gear headquarters. Bill's Service Center is your one-stop connection for all your cold weather riding gear.
Don't freeze your jingle bells off. Get your cold weather riding gear at Bill's Service Center. Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your...
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right, free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today.
Welcome back to Marshfield Fairgrounds as the Marshfield Tigers knock off East Merrill Blue Jacks here tonight. What it ended up being 7-0? 8-0. There you go. Right on the scoreboard, as you can see. 8-0. We're just awaiting Coach Bowman and our Zaleski Sports player of the game, as he said he would bring over a player. Just going through some scoring here for tonight's matchup. Ian Haugen with a goal in the first period. Sawyer Schindler with a shorthanded goal in the first period. Second period, Sawyer Schindler with a goal. Peyton Smith with a pair. Nick Urban with a goal. He had 2 in the final period. Nick with a hat trick from what I've seen on the on my stat sheet, so that's what we're going to go with. And so a impressive 8-0 win for Marshfield. They'll be back in action tomorrow against Lakeland. The Thunderbirds coming here to Marshfield. They'll be back in conference action next week as the Tigers will again improve to 2-0 in conference play. 2-1 overall. They dropped to Northland Pines, knocked off Wisconsin Rapids. As again, the Tigers back in conference action next week as we just await Coach Bowman and our Zaleski Sports player of the game here tonight. Again, a hat trick for Nick Urban, a 2-goal night for Sawyer Schindler, a 2-night goal for Peyton Smith, a single goal for Ian Haugen. Peyton Smith also had a couple of nice assists as well this evening as the Nasonville Dairy postgame show continues here tonight from the Marshfield Youth Ice Rec Center on the campus of the Marshfield Fairgrounds Park here in Marshfield, obviously, as it wouldn't be anywhere else. So we wait Coach Bowman, and he's got a player for us. Who'd you say that was? Goalie Cole Halverson coming to talk with us here tonight. Didn't have a whole lot of pressure on Cole tonight, but he got the win, got the job done as we talk to Bowman here tonight. We'll get him on camera. Steve's going to step off camera. We're going to keep Coach Bowman on camera. All right, good there. You got him there? All right. Coach, obviously make sure we get your volume turned up here. All right. Coach, obviously a good win here tonight. Got off to a quick start on a shorthanded goal. Just talk about the game here tonight.
Yeah, it's always nice to get a good win. That being said, we're honestly not really satisfied with how we played tonight. We tend to take that team very lightly for whatever reason, and sooner or later they're going to catch us on that. They've caught us in the past. Luckily, we've got some skilled players that could go out there and put a couple in for us and kind of spark us so we could kind of run it up a little bit there.
Yeah, got a 2-goal lead going into the second period. We talked a little bit about it during the broadcast, especially into that first intermission. Get a couple of quick goals into that period. You had a nice 4-minute stretch or so where you got those 4 goals in the second period. What was mentioned in the first intermission?
Really we just wanted to establish a forecheck more than anything. Yeah. I think that first period, as a coach watching on the bench and seeing guys just not moving their feet is very frustrating. So that's something we addressed in between the first and the second in particular. Like, guys, if we're going to forecheck, we got to run the forecheck. You got to get down there and do your job. And they started to do that a little bit towards the end of the second. But, again, we just have to clean up some of those little details that we have not been doing very well this year.
It got obviously off to a nice conference start, 2-0. Have a tough game tomorrow against a good Lakeland team. What can you use from this week going into a game against the Thunderbirds tomorrow?
Lakeland, man, we've had some good games with them the past couple of years, so we expect a full-out battle tomorrow. It will be a fast game. They've got some really talented forwards. They brought a couple of guys back this year that I think are very dangerous. So, if we're going to be in that game tomorrow, we definitely need to play sound defensively. And that's going to take all 5 guys. We really can't have guys floating in the neutral zone. We got to make sure we maintain our form, and we're going to try to minimize their opportunities, especially from those skilled forwards. Offensively speaking, we've got some guys that can bury it. Yep. So when they get those chances, they just need to finish. We put a lot of pucks right at that goaltender tonight, and that's something that's easily fixed with just a little bit of practice. So.
We're going to talk to Cole in just a moment, but he didn't have a whole lot of pressure put on him tonight, and that goes to obviously your defense and all the pressure you put on your offense, or the pressure your offense put on. Just talk about some of the goals that Cole was able to save and having him in the goal.
Yeah, it's his first year playing varsity hockey and really his second year playing goaltender, so he's doing a great job. All games we've played this year, he's made saves that, quite honestly, we don't expect him to make. Breakaway saves. And, that's not a slight to him. He's been working hard. He's been doing a good job just working on his movement and kind of getting that foundation down. And he's really impressed the heck out of us as a coaching staff. Like I said, last game in particular against Rapids, man, he made 2 or 3 breakaway saves against some very skilled forwards. So he's been doing a good job. We're very happy to give him his first varsity shutout puck tonight. And he earned it. He had to make some saves, especially in the third period. Yep. So, we're very satisfied with what he's been doing.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach. Yeah. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
We're going to bring in our Zaleski Sports player of the game, goalkeeper Cole Halverson. Cole, you can just take a seat here, and we'll get you on camera, ask you a couple questions, and get you on your way. Obviously a big win tonight. First shutout, as Coach mentioned, first shutout as a varsity goalkeeper. Just talk about the performance here tonight.
Our defense played great. Our offense put amazing pressure on their goaltender. And, yeah, we did. Good job.
And just talk a little bit about that, having the defense that you have in front of you and getting those first 2 goals, a little bit of a comfortable lead going into that second period. Just talk about how much that helps you stay confident in goal to have a two goal lead going into the second period.
Yeah, our defense really has stepped up this year, blocking shots for me, making me feel comfortable in the net. And they did good today scoring goals, keeping it in their zone so I would feel more comfortable in the net.
And East Merrill was able to put a little bit of pressure on you early in each period. Just talk about your mindset coming in tonight, knowing that they are a young team, a pretty inexperienced team. Just talk about being able to get that confidence and knowing that you would be able to have that offensive support that you had.
Well, my team really helps me with my confidence, boosting that confidence up, telling me, pad my pads after every save, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously a big game tomorrow, but able to get off to a nice conference start, obviously 2-0. How good does that feel knowing that you're in a very competitive Wisconsin Valley Conference?
It feels great, but we still got good teams to play this year, and yeah.
All right, Cole. We're going to put you in the house, all right?
All right.
We're going to – Jada's going to count you down, then just – you know what to do?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm Cole Halverson, and I'm in the house.
Thanks, Cole. All right, thanks, Cole. All right, we're going to do it again.
All right. I'm Lighter Fluid, and I'm in the house.
All right, with that, we're going to sign off here from Marshfield Fairgrounds Park. The Marshfield Tigers an 8-0 win over the East Merrill Blue Jacks. And Jason and Jada will have more hockey for you right here from Marshfield Fairgrounds Park tomorrow afternoon. For Jason Zaleski and Jada Hamblin, this is Steve Mabe signing off. The Tigers' final score, 8-0 win over the East Merrill Blue Jacks. Thanks for tuning in tonight.